host of the Gridiron.
Every year. It's nothing horrible, personal, or nothing like that, or whatever. It's just every year. I always do this one. Right? Yeah, if you do the mock drafts, or especially now, okay, yeah, it's cool. Right? But don't just don't get too hog wild crazy about the mock drafts or anybody's mock, because you remember, somebody's coming out with a mock draft today, whoever it is, Joe Blow, right? All these big guys and all that. Joe Blow's coming out with a mock draft. Guess what Joe Blow's going to do again next week? Going to have another mock draft. Guess what Joe Blow's going to have 100 of between now and draft day? Mock drafts. Every time guys have us taking different guys, different positions, different players. They have us trading up, trading back, grabbing a guard, a safety, a water boy, a cheerleader, we're drafting a coach, we're drafting a G. I mean, every time they come out with these mocks, we're drafting different players. Don't get too carried away with it. Every year that goes by, there's more and more people that come out with mock drafts, and there's more and more people that, they write articles and all this stuff, and they have their own mock drafts. I'm certainly not saying that anything wrong with these people, or they, a lot of them know a lot more than I do, ever will, about football and all that stuff and everything. But just realize that we're 3 months away from the draft. Okay, these guys, as I said, they're coming out with their mock drafts. They're going to have probably every week they're going to have a different mock draft, and probably almost every week they're going to have the Giants drafting somebody different, right? I mean, especially if the Giants were drafted like 15th or 20th or something, like, in the back of the pack, always going to be somebody, so try not to get too carried away. Because as I said, every time another mock drafts come out, maybe with the same guy, right? He's going to have us maybe taking somebody else, right? And then you look in these articles and all of that online, and there's a ton of people with their mock drafts. I don't do mock drafts, not going to do mock drafts, right? If I do any mock draft at all, it would be one. It would be just before the draft starts. That's when you should really start thinking, after the combine, after the people have their pro days, the East-West Shrine game, the Senior Bowl, after all that stuff's been played and everything like that, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, right? The last whatever, last week, last couple days, just before the draft. When the guys come out with their final mock draft, that's the stuff you should really, because, as of right now, a lot of guys shoot up the charts. A lot of guys shoot down after the East-West Shrine game. One guy does bad. One guy, sometimes a wide receiver comes out of Appalachian State or whatever, and they can't cover him. It's like, oh my God, this guy's unbelievable. The guy shoots up the charts, right? Somebody else is a cornerback. He all he does is get toasted at the Senior Bowl, and his draft stock goes down, right? Somebody does bad in the combine. Somebody does good in the combine. Somebody shoots up. It's a long way to go. It's the end of April, and what are we at right now? It's on the Eastern Time Zone. It's January 18th. We got over 3 months till the draft. Long way to go. You realize just say we have 3 months to go. That's 13 weeks. You realize that if a guy puts out a mock draft one every week, that's 13 more mock drafts the guy's going to put out. And that's not only one guy. There's hundreds of guys that puts out mock drafts. Hundreds. So you realize that some of these guys who put them out every week, right? Multiply that by hundreds of guys. Thousands and thousands of mock drafts. And we're months away from the draft. Months. We have no idea what's going to go on in the next 3 months. As I said, what's going to go on at the pro days, what's going to go on the combine, what's going to go on maybe East-West Shrine game and the Senior Bowl, all that stuff. We have no idea. Nothing's happened yet. Right? So just, as I said, try not to get too taken away, carried away with these mock drafts, or oh my God, we're taking a card now. Oh my God. Yeah, what I mean? It just, right. I mean, they come in. Oh, now, the latest. Someone, Dane Brugler's latest mock draft. The Giants are trading back. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? I mean, he's wrong. He's going to be wrong. Yes, the Giants trading up. Well, he's probably going to be wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys are, probably wrong. And we're all getting excited and all of this over guy. That's what you want. Hey, guys, life's short, right? I'm getting up there in age. It's time short, right? Try not to get too carried away or to spend too much of your time, getting all excited about these mock drafts right about now. Right, got a long way to go. I mean, maybe, you got Mel Kuypers or something, a couple other guys, maybe just before the draft comes out, maybe, they might know some stuff and all that, and they might have a good indication. But I mean, we're over 3 months away. Take all this stuff right now with a grain of salt. All the mock drafts in January, all the mock drafts in February, all the mock drafts in March, the beginning, take it with a grain of salt. Because you know what? I don't know. Pick number 3. So some of these guys have a chance of kind of figuring out maybe what the Giants might wind up doing, right? But if we're picking number 16, 17, 20, 25, they have no idea who's going to get picked in front of it. No idea. Haven't a clue. Right? So try to take all these mock drafts with a grain of salt. Okay. So when guys finally put their last mock draft out, the week of the draft, the draft comes up Thursday night. So-and-so puts his final mock draft in maybe on Wednesday. Well, okay, maybe what's he thinking, right? As I said, the Senior Bowl, East West Shrine Game, the Combine, the Pro Day, all that stuff's all happened, right? So they have collected enough data, and they have some good information for you just before the draft. I mean, right now it was so far away, it's not even funny, right? And then the other thing I get a kick on is that you got guys talking about. I mean, I can't even imagine how unbelievably just pathetic. They got guys talking about the draft from next year. Well, we do got the Giants taking the center in the first round next year. I mean, they're wrong. They're wrong. I mean, it's amazing. If you type in NFL mock draft 2026, there'll be something that comes up, and you click on it, and there'll be a couple publications that have mock drafts, and oh my God, the Giants are picking 12th next year. Oh, we're going to take a guard. Oh, really? Okay. So, guys, life's short. Try not to waste too much of your time with these mock drafts right now. Okay. So just before the draft, when everything is all done, said and done and everything, we're just getting ready to maybe the following day is going to be the draft, round 1, all that. That's when all these gurus have a lot of their information collected, and that's when they have their best evidence that they can provide you, So as I said, right now, it's a long way away. Anything's possible, so try not to get too carried away with these drafts. So, all right, guys, been 1 hour and 20 minutes. Whoever spent any time listening to me live, thank you. Or if anybody's going to spend any time watching a replay, again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. As always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo! Oh, yeah.